We have our eye on the tropical development in the Gulf and how that could impact you. We are taking a live look right now over Houston and along the Texas coast. Saltwater recon showing us different views there from Galveston, where we're tracking some heavy rain on the way.
And take a look at this. This was taken by KHOU 11 viewer Alice Jensen on the west end of Galveston Island earlier today. You can see water already creeping up the street and parking lot in front of the West End Marina in Sea Isle. Meteorologist Kim Castro is joining us now.
Yeah, Kim, you just got an update from the National Hurricane Center. What's the latest?
Yeah, I did. We got the 4 o'clock update. And if I could ask my director to switch over to Max 1, we are still tracking the same tropical cyclone 1 and are waiting for it to become the first named storm of the season, which would be Alberto. Again, if we could go to Max 1. Camera system 1, perfect. So still sustaining that pressure at around 1,000 millibars, moving at 40 miles an hour. You'll notice the low is really removed from its convection. It would need to be wrapped up in this to become an organized system. The National Hurricane Center still looking at that possibility for late tonight, and then tracking a landfall along the Mexican coastline near Tampico by late Wednesday night or early Thursday at around 1 a.m. Thursday morning. For us, the impacts are going to be really felt along the coastline because of this whipping wind and the waves that continuously get pushed up along Galveston Island. So shoreline erosion is something we're expecting, a high rip current risk, the potential of a storm surge 2 to 4 feet, which would lead to flooded roadways, low-lying flooding as well for homes and businesses. Right now, we're watching a tropical storm alert as well. So this is for the open waters. Larger waves, 12 to 18 feet, and stronger wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour. That's through Thursday morning. Here's the field of convection with this low pressure area. It is extensive. I'm taking off infrared and focusing on satellite. Heavy downpours for Louisiana right now, and we're getting spit with some of that residual rain. So for the Brazoria coastline, pockets of heavy rainfall from Bay Harbor to Angleton along 288. Harris County seeing some downpours right now in the Spring area, Hobby Airport, Brookside Village, the Energy Corridor, and East Bernard too. We'll see that on and off shower activity throughout the evening, and I think the heaviest stuff develops overnight. 85 degrees in Galveston. Notice the wind sustained 24 miles an hour, but gusts getting up to 35 miles an hour. Those palm trees are flipping sideways there. 79 degrees, Bush Airport, some slick roads along the Gulf Freeway. Looking back at downtown, you are going to see the rain chance increase as we head through the evening and really ramp up tomorrow morning through the afternoon. I'll have more on that, guys, when I see you next.
All right, see you then. Thanks, Kim. The tropical system continues to impact the Texas coast. As Kim just told you, this is a live look right here at Surfside Beach, thanks to saltwater recon.
Yeah, vehicles are temporarily banned from the beach in Surfside, and a no swimming warning is in effect right now. Jason Miles is live from Surfside with more on how things look. Jason.
Hey there, guys. One person I interviewed today described it as an angry surf. And that's pretty accurate if you look here behind me. Right now, beach access is being limited. In fact, you can't even see the beach in this area. It's covered by water and those waves overtopping the rocks in this particular location. Officials pleading with people to stay out of that rough water. Cars and trucks are normally allowed on the beaches here in Surfside, as you may know, but that was restricted this morning with authorization from the state's General Land Office, which oversees the Texas coast. Meanwhile, Surfside's mayor issuing what he calls a double red flag warning, and a no swimming flag was hoisted above the existing red flag in some areas today. Other areas have the double flags flying like the ones behind me. There's no penalty for ignoring those warnings, but you're taking your safety into your own hands if you decide to ignore them.
And we're doing this for the safety of the public and also the safety of my employees, my officers, who would have to go out there and rescue these people if they got in trouble.
We have seen several people wade out into the water or attempt to surf today, but conditions again very choppy. Rip tides are a real hazard right now, and high tide did help push water into one parking area here. So far, no major problems, no structures affected. And as you may know, here on Surfside, most of the houses and some of the businesses are elevated on stilts. Some roads could be impacted, I should say, depending on how much rain comes in, and we've already started to feel some rain start to fall here in Surfside. That's a wait-and-see approach that city and county officials are taking. They say they have assets at the ready if needed. Reporting live from Surfside, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
All right, thank you, Jason.
Chief Meteorologist David Paul joins us now with more on that tropical system in the Gulf. David.
Hey guys, well, we continue to monitor the Gulf of Mexico. We monitor it, and of course, the folks at the National Hurricane Center are watching it very, very carefully. The director of the National Hurricane, Mike Brennan, joins us now. Good afternoon, Mike. So I noticed the pressure dropped just a hair from 1,000 to 999 millibars with your update that just came out. What are you guys seeing out there? What's the conversation going on about this system at the Hurricane Center right now?
Yeah, it's really been not a lot of change since yesterday. The expectations haven't really changed very much. The structure of the system has not changed very much. It's not a tropical storm yet. We don't have that sort of well-defined center. We have this broad area of light winds, a couple hundred miles across. We don't have that shower and thunderstorm activity near the center. It's all displaced up to the north, closer to you all in the Houston, Galveston area. So we are still expecting those impacts that we've been talking about: the heavy rainfall, the coastal flooding, tropical storm force winds. That warning's been extended a little farther north now. So that all still seems on track for really picking up tonight and into Wednesday as we go into the day tomorrow.
Mike, our viewers had a couple of questions. I wanted to run them by you, let you explain. Potential tropical cyclone #1. So we use the word cyclone. We're used to hearing tropical storm and hurricane. Can you explain the difference or the undifference between those terms?
Yeah, cyclone's just a generic term for an area of low pressure. So it can encompass all sorts of different weather phenomenon. A tropical storm or a hurricane is a type of cyclone. So we're calling this a potential tropical cyclone because it has the potential to become a tropical cyclone or a tropical storm. That's what we're expecting to still happen tomorrow. It's just not quite there yet. So by using that term, we're trying to give an idea of to people of what the system has the potential to be, and really focus on the hazards, the rainfall, the coastal flooding, and the wind.
Another one of our viewers had a great question. If you read the advisory, it does mention that there are sustained winds out there of 40 miles an hour. And he was wondering, so if we have sustained winds, why have we not upgraded this to a tropical storm?
Yeah, right now the system is sort of lacking two features that are required for it to become a tropical storm. Tropical cyclones have a well-defined center, so they have sort of a tight circulation near the center of low pressure. This system does not have that. It's still very broad. You can't really pin down exactly where the circulation center is in this sort of broad general region. The other thing that tropical cyclones have, and for this to become a tropical storm, it'd have to be a tropical cyclone, is they have organized thunderstorm activity near the center. So the thunderstorm activity in this system is still hundreds of miles away up here over the northern Gulf. So until we see those two factors sort of increase and improve in the structure, this will continue to not quite be a tropical storm yet, but the impacts are just like a tropical storm. That's why we have tropical storm warnings up that have been extended up north to San Luis Pass. That's why we're focused on the rainfall and the coastal flooding.
Dr. Mike Brennan, Director of the National Hurricane Center, thank you so much for giving us the update. We'll stay close with you as we go through the next 48 hours. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, David. Be sure to download the KHOU 11 app for the latest weather updates. Just grab your phone and open your camera to scan that QR code on your screen to get started.